Today, we're diving into something I'm pretty sure we all do, but maybe don't totally understand. Why do we rewatch the same shows over and over and over again? You know the drill, right? You've got literally thousands of brand new movies, all these trending series right there at your fingertips. But you just end up clicking on that one familiar show. You might call it laziness, but what if there's actually something much deeper going on? Well, it turns out your brain isn't just being lazy. That choice to go back to a world you already know is actually a pretty complex and, often subconscious psychological strategy. It says a whole lot about how you deal with stress and your need for a little order in the chaos. Okay, so here's how we're going to break this down. We're going to look at 4 different psychological profiles of what we're calling the repeat viewer. Then we'll zoom out and see what it all means. And I'm willing to bet by the end of this, you're going to see yourself in at least one of these. First up, the emotional regulator. Now, if your go-to move after a super long, stressful day is to put on your favorite sitcom, well, this is probably you. You're not looking for some big thrill, you are looking for comfort. Plain and simple. See, this isn't about avoiding new things. It's about managing your energy. You already know how it ends, so there's zero anxiety, no decision fatigue, just peace. In a world that's always yelling, more noise, more excitement, you're the one who's quietly choosing enough. And I mean, come on, how perfect is this quote? It's not just a show, right? It's like a tool for self-soothing. It takes away any risk of a stressful plot twist and instead just gives you a guaranteed dose of comfort. It's a brilliant way to protect your peace. All right, let's talk about our second type, the nostalgia anchor. This one is for anybody who finds themselves rewatching shows from a time when, I don't know, life just felt a little bit simpler. The key phrase here is returning to a version of yourself. This isn't just about the show itself, it's about who you were when you first watched it. In today's crazy, fast-paced world, this is how you anchor yourself to something that feels a little more stable, a little more real. Now, this is a powerful idea. It's suggesting that looking back isn't really about escaping the present. It's actually a way to find the strength and the grounding you need to face whatever's coming next. It's like a rescue mission for your soul. Okay, our third type is one I think a lot of us are going to recognize. The predictability pro. These are the perfectionists of the streaming world, the people who absolutely hate messy plot lines and just cannot stand it when a story doesn't make sense. For this person, it really comes down to control and confidence. I mean, why would you risk 2 hours on a new movie that might have a terrible ending? A familiar show gives you a guaranteed return on your time investment. It's a world you've already figured out, one you've already mastered. This just totally reframes the whole thing, doesn't it? It's not a lack of adventure, it's a strategic move. You're not being boring, you're being smart and efficient. You're intentionally choosing a high-quality experience instead of gambling on something new. And finally, we get to our most unexpected profile, the brain battery survivor. Now, these folks don't ignore new shows because they want to. They do it because their mind is basically just in survival mode. And here's the key. When your brain is just totally maxed out from work, from stress, from just the mental load of life, it literally doesn't have the capacity for new information. Think about it. A new series needs focus, it needs you to reflect, and those are 2 things you just don't have to give when you're running on empty. Wow, this is such a profound way to put it. For the brain battery survivor, rewatching a show is an act of self-preservation. It's how you unplug and recharge without all the mental noise of a new plot. So it's not about being antisocial. It's actually about connecting with yourself. So as we've seen, all 4 of these types, they all point to this single, really powerful idea, making a conscious choice to find a little calm in a world that hardly ever offers it. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you have the world demanding that you be busy, that you consume more noise, that you always chase what's new. But on the other side, the rewatcher intentionally chooses what's enough. They protect their peace and they choose calm. And really, this is what it all boils down to. In a culture that completely confuses being busy with being important, choosing to just sit with something familiar, that's an act of honesty. You're being honest with yourself. You're not missing out. You're actually tuning in to what you truly need. So after hearing all that, I have to ask, which type are you? Are you the emotional regulator, the nostalgia anchor, the predictability pro, or the brain battery survivor? Hey, maybe you're a little bit of all of them. It's a fascinating question, and it reveals so much, not just about what we watch, but why we watch.